if there are other people who commit crimes or are known to be criminals before they arrived here, when those are identified, I'll be the first one to help get rid of them. I don't want them here.
In the era of cancel culture, no one's afraid to be honest about the truth. Well, cancel me, because I'm going to protect the people of this city. And if you come into this country, in this city, and think you're going to harm innocent New Yorkers and innocent migrants and asylum seekers, this is not the mayor you want to be in the city under.
Unbelievably, those are New York leaders talking about needing to clamp down on immigration. But let's go back in time for a second. In 2017, South Carolina was one of the first states in the country to impose the strictest anti-sanctuary policies in the country. South Carolina Governor McMaster ensured that no municipality in South Carolina would be a sanctuary city, territory, county, whatever. And South Carolina would never be a sanctuary state. They were way ahead of their time. But in a surprise twist, one state is following their lead, and you just heard from two of their leaders, New York. New York Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Eric Adams have committed to working with ICE under the Trump administration, taking the opposite approach from their blue state coastal counterpart, California. Pressure is on from not only Empire State Republicans, but also Democrats to waive the city's and the state's sanctuary status as the migrant crisis worsens. Will more blue states follow? Joining us now, South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. General Wilson, welcome back.
It's great to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Well, you must be proud that South Carolina was at the head of the line when it came to what ultimately even a state like New York is saying is a sound policy.
Well, we were at the head of the line then, and we're going to be at the head of the line beginning on January 20th. I had a great conversation early this morning with Tom Homan, the new border czar for the United States that President Trump just put into place. I look forward to working with the nominee, the new Secretary for the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. South Carolina, among other states, are going to be working hand in glove with our federal counterparts to try to remove people who are here illegally, to try to make our streets, our communities safer. Right now, the last 4 years, it's felt like we have fought the Biden administration every step of the way. And it's going to be nice to feel like we're having a helping hand now in Washington, D.C. I'm glad to see New York is stepping up. I think you'll see a lot of other states start to do the same.
Why do you think New York is changing its attitude here? Is it out of fear or out of practicality?
Well, I think both things could be true. I like to remind people that policies create incentive structures, and incentive structures drive behavior. When I was at the border about 3 months ago, the Texas border, the El Paso region of Texas, we were speaking to border officials down there, and they were saying things to us like when illegal aliens come over the southern border, they were running into the arms of people wearing green uniforms because those are Border Patrol agents. They were running away from people in tan uniforms because those were the Texas Department of Public Safety. The incentivization structure of the federal government was created or was driving people into their arms to flee into the United States, to go to federal officials because they knew that they would be embraced, they would be supported, they would be given $2,000, a free cell phone, and shipped to whichever city they wanted to go to. The incentive structures of states that create sanctuary laws have a similar effect. You're going to drive all kinds of criminal elements into your state when you create a beacon for those type of people to come there. And so states like New York that are finally catching up to where South Carolina was 6 or 7 years ago are going to reap those benefits, and states like California who are digging in are sadly going to have more people coming to their states that are going to be sapping their resources, and you're going to have more criminal behavior and elements there as well.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.